Hello everybody, today we are going to be looking at 5 mods that you can do to your LEGO Bad Batch attack shuttle. Let's get right into it. Tip number 1 is to improve your minifigures. First, create a custom Omega. This is my Omega figure, and personally I really like it. You may not, and that's fine. You can just create your own, because it probably won't be this exact model. But this is my Omega figure. Second is to give them all backpacks. The actual LEGO set only gives Tech a backpack, however they all have one in the show, except Omega. For Crosshair, I have this simple assembly. It has one of these 1x2 plates that has this thing coming up that has 2 studs right here to where you can add your own little detailing. And then I put 2 clear studs as well as a small little antenna right there, and a clip to hold his sniper. And that can easily be attached to this black neck bracket that I use for all of them. For Wrecker, you can use these 2 studs on his back to attach yet another simple assembly. For his backpack, I used a 2x2 plate with some studs and greebling on top, as well as a clip that holds this little piece, I don't know what that's called either, with the same antenna piece that we used for Crosshair coming down at an angle, as well as a 1x2 with this thing sticking out. That doesn't really serve any purpose, it's just there for the looks. And you can just take that and connect that to his back super easily. Another thing you can do to improve his weapon is to have this little 2-piece thing. It uses a black hand as well as one of these, the pieces that hold the Infinity Stone, whatever that's called, and you can attach that onto his gun. Push that in. And there we go, now we have kind of an elongated pistol, which is more accurate to what Wrecker has in the show. To improve Echo, we can do a few things. First off, for his backpack, we have this 1x2 plate, as well as a roller skate piece with the tile from the Duel on Mustafar set, and then one of these 1x1s with the circular thing coming out with 2 studs on either side, and then we can have an antenna piece click onto that, and that can as well just simply easily be attached right there onto his back. Another cool way to improve this minifigure is to give him a more accurate hand. As you know, Echo does not have a normal hand. So what I use instead is, even though this isn't really any more accurate, it just kind of gets the idea across that he does not have a normal minifigure hand. So I use a pirate hook piece, just snap that into him, and now he has a more accurate looking hand, just because he doesn't have a real hand. To improve Hunter, we just do yet another backpack design. We use this 1x2 plate with the kind of rail coming out of it, as well as 2 of the same pieces that we use for Echo with the thing coming up that has 2 studs on either side. We attach a 1x1 tile on that side, a 1x1 tile on that side, and a 1x1 curved slope tile right there. And while there, you can see the little stud right here kind of pushing away from it, it still just looks pretty good in my opinion, and that can also just easily be attached. This curved plate is necessary so that his helmet is still able to be there and to turn. So that's how you improve your Hunter minifigure. And finally for Tech, as you know, he already has a backpack and it's pretty good. So instead we are just going to have this little accessory. It is a 1x2 tile with a flat transparent blue stud on it, just to represent the little pad that he uses to do his calculations and such. And that can easily just be clicked into his hand like so. These are some great and easy ways to improve your LEGO Bad Batch minifigures. Tip number 2 is to add landing gear. So what I used are these sloped pieces right here. They are 2x2s on the top and 1x2s on the bottom, and they just go up like this, and you will need 3 of them. Simply attach one right there in front of these 2 tile pieces. And then as you can see, I have already modified the bottom, as there used to be 2 2x2s with the curves, but I moved one of them into the middle and I modified around. So what you want to do for this is to just take the other 2 and click them right here onto the end. This just creates a more stable way to put it, and it also helps levitate it up a bit more off the ground to make it more accurate and just look better in my opinion. Tip number 3 is to improve the mechanism used to lock this in place, because as you know, it doesn't really lock in place. With just a simple lift of the fin, the whole thing comes up. And if you want to fly it around holding by the fin, this obviously needs to be improved. Simply use these two 1x2 dark gray plates, remove the blue tiles right here on either side, and add the two 1x2 plates. Now they should be in dark gray so as to match with this piece right here and to match with the rest of the shuttle. Credit to Not That Sam Smith for this idea. All this does is make it easier to lock this into place so that you can lift it up by the fin to improve your play experience. Another easy mod you can do, tip number 4, is to adjust the cannons on the back. Obviously in the show, these two cannons down here are more up here to match with the gunner area that is right there. So we are going to have to move these up and to improve the detailing for them. Firstly, what you need to do is to lift this up, and then you need to remove this entire assembly right here. Now this may cause a bit of breaking, but it should work. Now you're going to remove the two cannons right here, leaving this open area. Now what you're going to need to do is, mine came off over here, but you need to get the other 1x2 curved piece right here and just stack that on top of its counterpart. Now what you're going to want to do is to remove this little assembly right here with the two 2x4s in black and the brown Technic pin so as to just give you the fin. Now you're going to want to remove the 2x4 gray piece right there. Once you have the 2x4 gray piece removed, you need to remove, well, this actually isn't the real piece. The actual piece used in the set was this, but I have already modified it to test this out. So for me, it is a 1x2 gray dark gray plate. Now all you have to do is get that out of there. And once that is out of there, you must now place the two cannon pieces that are used in the set right here. Now, another easy way to improve the cannons is to take two black lightsaber hilts, place them on to this, put these two in, and now you have two much more accurately looking cannons. Now take the 2x4 right here and click that on the same way it was a minute ago. Take this assembly with the brown Technic in, click that on like so, slide the Technic pin up inside there, take the 1x2 gray plate we removed a minute ago, which actually is this in the set, but I'm using a 1x2 gray plate, click that on right there to create this, to make this even. Now you're going to want to attach the fin right back on. It should easily attach like so. Reattach this piece that got removed when we lifted up the cannon. Once you finally have that piece in, you can flop back down the cannon, and now obviously you have this more accurate looking cannon area. Tip number 5 is to give you more room inside the shuttle, another seat basically, to where you could put Crosshair, your custom Omega, or Gonki if you wanted to, or basically any other fig. This can be done so by simply taking the storage area, lifting this up and popping that whole thing off, taking out the crate, and then you can take back this 1x6 gray tile, click that on right there, and now you have another seat right there. Pretty easy way, and now you can fit any other figure inside there. Bonus tip: the shuttle obviously doesn't look the best in its landing position, and I would prefer to have it in its flight mode while on the shelf. Obviously, this is not really possible unless you build a stand. Now what I have used is I have used about 17 clear 2x2 bricks to create two columns, and I have these spaced apart to create more balance. It'll be hard to show, but all you have to do is take your Bad Batch shuttle and click it onto the top of the stand, fold down the wings. Obviously this is very hard to show because my camera doesn't allow for that. And now you have just an easy way to have your shuttle in flight mode while on the shelf. These are 5 well, technically 6 easy and fun ways to improve your LEGO Bad Batch attack shuttle. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Lord Borg Studios out.